What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight we're going to be continuing our exploration, I guess you want to call it, with Censor in Kodachify. I'm looking forward to playing the games. I've changed the list just a little bit since our games of the day. I'm going to talk about it whenever we pull up our first match here to start playing. Talk about some of the changes that I made. I think the changes that I made are a Kano positive change. And I don't know. I think the Fate for Scenes were maybe a little bit of overkill for Bravo. So we're going to test that tonight and see how it goes. Ben said last night's short was baller. Dude, it was. Featuring Ben all the way, man. Ben in Fortnite Racing's where it's at. Get your chili dogs ready, folks. Dude, Drew, I was texting with one of the guys on my team that's going with me to Cincinnati. We were talking the Wednesday, I guess. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I guess yesterday we were talking about the Skyline Chili place, and we're talking about trying that when we go to Cincinnati. So I'm hoping to get to try that. I think we're gonna try and go out of our way to try that while we're there. I'm pretty excited to try it. I always like talking about good food. So what's going on, Trent? How are you, brother? Lord, it has been a busy week at work. I am ready to settle down and play some cards and grind out some games tonight. I actually, after I cut the Fate for Scenes with the list I'm getting ready to show you. Oh, my collar's messed up. That's what felt weird. Okay, there we go. Shoo! When is Cincy? Cincinnati's the weekend of January 6th. So we're about, 3 weeks out right now? Would be 1, 2. Yeah, we're 3 weeks out from Cincinnati right now. So looking to get some good testing in between now and Cincinnati. Hoping to figure some things out. Heck yeah, Skyline baby, dude. Heck yeah, I'm excited to try it, man. I'm excited to try it. Trent, I was like, when I'm having Skyline Chili in Cincinnati, man, that one's for you, man. That one's for you. Oh, all right. Let's go ahead and get a game pulled up here. We'll go ahead and jump in and start playing. Looking at our list, I added Spellfray Cloak, Spellfray Gloves, and I added a Tide Flippers so that I could have AB2 and Spell Void 2, or AB1 and Spell Void 2 going into that matchup. I think that'll help the Kano matchup quite a bit. And then the main change that I made to the list is that I cut the Fate for Scenes from our sideboard, and I just added in those 3 equipment slots to try and make that happen. So I'm kind of excited to try that and see how it goes. Generally racing, playing against Vincent, I don't bring in Tide Flippers. I haven't been anyway. I've just been running Snapdragons and just trying to race them. So I think we're going to stick with that plan. We're just going to play our regular 57 card list and bring in our Ancestral Empowerments, kind of stick with the game plan that I've worked out so far. Oh, and we'll see how it goes. And they picked to go first. Yeah, I figured they'd pick to go first. I was like, they always want to go first if they can. Vincent always wants to set up. So Vincent, we're going second, and we'll see what happens. I don't have any AB, unfortunately. I mean, I guess I could have brought in AB to stop that, but I don't know. I don't know that bringing in AB is correct. This is not a great hand. We're probably just going to go Kodachi, double strike, play Warmonger's Diplomacy, Arsenal, Soulbeat Strike. Ooh, they're playing Husk and us. That's species spicy. That's a big species spicy. I'm kind of surprised to see them playing Husk and us. Interesting. So they took 1 last turn. I mean, if they banish the Widespread Destruction, it's not a big deal. I think I finally found the deck I want to grind, man. I think I'm now a Max gamer. I mean, dude, Max is awesome, brother. I don't blame you for that one bit, man. I'm glad that you found the deck that you like now, Drew. That's great, man. Max is really good, man. I played quite a bit of Max when Bright Lights first came out. I was pretty impressed with it. Max is a pretty solid deck. It feels really good, and like the whole Nitro Mechanoid anti-fatigue piece of the deck is really cool in my opinion. I think that adds I think that just adds a lot of layers to the deck. So alternatively to arsenaling, I think it's actually better to activate Phi here to get our Phoenix Flame back. Let our Phoenix Flame come in for 1 because of Shuko right here. And then what we'll do is we'll throw our double strike, and then we'll play the Warmonger's Diplomacy, and we're just going to plan on wrecking their entire turn right here. Like, Warmonger's Diplomacy is so good into these Runeblade style decks, so I'm really, really hoping to like take advantage of that. I hope they're just sitting over there like bashing their keyboard into their desk right now, honestly. May not be that backbreaking. They still may have a pretty good turn here. You know, it's not like Warmonger's Diplomacy like completely ends their turn. Also played it on a turn where they had 2 rune chants set up, so that's not great for us, but you know, it is what it is. Hey, Slip, what's going on, brother? How are you, man? He chooses war. Ayo, the crew is here. Slowly but surely, man. Everybody rolls in. I love to see it. I love to see everybody hanging out, man. So they banish a Phantom Wraith. They might save the Widespread Destruction here. I don't know. We're just going to take the 3 rune chants here. Take the 3 rune chants, go to 39. And then, honestly, I think I'm just going to take the 6. Like, my hand's pretty solid. We're applying a few on-hit effects here. Ooh. Also that. We'll just go ahead and discard the Stab Wound, I guess. And then we'll just go Dachi Rising Resentment into Snatch. So try to take a few cards out of our opponent's hand here. Tired and working at 16. Luckily get double time because of it for Saturday. I mean, hey, dude, I was like, getting overtime is great. Now working 16 hours in a row sounds terrible, man. That sounds rough. I won't lie to you, brother. But I mean, I was like, the idea of getting paid double time, man. That sounds pretty nice. I could go for that. I won't lie to you there. So now we're gonna throw Rising Resentment for 3. Our opponent will just give a card here, and then we're going to throw the Snatch and see how they block. They honestly might just give us the Husk if they're feeling like they want to keep their hand here. Man, I forget the collar always messed up on the shirt. Like, I always have to like feel like I spend the entire night fixing the collar. Kind of have to like press it or something before I wear it from now on. I mean, I guess technically I'm probably supposed to use Snaps there. And then I could have played Censor and did that. I guess I'm just going to Arsenal this and make them use the Widespread Destruction here. Ugh, pretty yucky turn otherwise. Yeah, that sounds rough, but the check will be fat at least. Dude, absolutely. Time to hop on TCG player? Wait, what? Wait, no, House of Cards, my bad. Oh, no, you're good, Drew. Nah, recovering from the holidays. You mean like you're trying to take it easy, like and recover from the holidays? Slip, is that what you mean? Ooh, this is going to be scary. So we do not want to give our opponent the 3 rune chants here. So we're definitely just going to be blocking 6. And then we'll just throw the Rising Resentment for 3 at them. And then we'll just go ahead and... Yep, they have the 2 resources, so they can just make a rune chant. We'll attack them for 3 and then Arsenal the Art of War here. I'm headed home? Good, baby. I'm glad. You've been at work way too long. I'm glad you're on the way home. Oh, money recovery, LOL, big family. Dude, I felt that. I felt that, man. I'm close to my family, so that means a lot of Christmas presents at the end of the year, man. I get that completely. Plus, we travel for the holidays to go and see like Carly's family who lives like out of town a little bit, so... I completely get that, man. 100%. I mean, I could go Dachi Bittering Thorns into Empowerment. The only problem is if they block with Husk, then like our play is just kind of like up a creek a little bit here. What is this? So we take the rune chance here, and then this is for 6. I mean, I'm pretty interested in trying to push this across. Luckily, my family is mainly all in one area. I mean, yeah, that does make it convenient, man. I was like, you know, having family in one area is definitely convenient in that sense. I get that. I completely get that. So at this point in time, we could go for the Art of War play. Like, we could just go Bittering Thorns into Empowerment right here and then play the Art of War. Or I could go Dachi into Bittering Thorns and to try and draw 3 cards with the Empowerments here. So, I mean, that's like a pretty good play. I don't know. Let's think about this for a second before I decide what I actually want to do here. Like, this is interesting because this could be a very good Art of War turn, but this turn also looks kind of awkward because of the empowerments. I think we're just supposed to be Dachi Bittering Thorns into the empowerments to try and push a mask hit, because we'll have 3 completely new cards to try and start our turn. And I mean, I guess, like, if we happen to draw, I mean, we won't really have, I guess we won't have the resource to be able to play the Art of War here, so there's not really a point. If our opponent blocks on the second chain link here, then we're going to be in a really bad spot based off of... If they block off of the second chain link, we're going to be in a really bad spot because then our entire turn was set up around them not blocking the Kodachis so that we could try to push the Bittering Thorns. The one thing I need is for them not to give Husk right here. That would be very bad for us. Luckily, my family knows I'm poor, so they just let me cook instead of getting gifts. LMAO. Oh, man. I mean, hey, man, if you don't got the money to buy Christmas presents, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. What a random Husk block by my opponent. I mean, I could pitch the Salt Wound to go +1 and banish here and then draw into 2 more cards, but I don't really think that's the line that I'm looking for. I think I'd rather just go Ronin Renegade for 3 into Salt the Wound for at least 4, maybe 5. So I don't know. This hand doesn't feel very great. The Art of War could like push this over the top because we'd have 3 cards in our hand and 1 floating at this point. I mean, I think the Art of War is like maybe not that bad here, honestly, considering that we get to draw a card. Wow. Wow. So that's not great. That is absolutely what I would call not great right there. Man, sheesh, that's tough. I mean, maybe I'm not supposed to go with the Art of War play there. I don't know. Like, I like the Art of War there. Like, the Art of War is like we're getting a card and we're getting an extra power off of playing the Art of War right there. I don't know. Like, the fact that we don't have any Draconic links before this, like that, like I could Arsenal the blue Lava Vein here, but I'm just losing value on my Art of War. Then my Art of War is a 1 for 2. I mean, I guess if I pitch Lava Vein Loyalty to activate Phi here, it's a 1 for 3. Really depends on like what they decide to block with, or if they don't block here. I don't know. That's tough, man. It's so tough. I mean, Warmongers is good at least. Yeah, Drew, Warmongers is looking pretty good. Take the Tempo win. I want to see a 6-card hand. Gavin, I would like to play Take the Tempo. My complete intention tonight is that every single time we actually have a Censor to play from our hand, so that we actually get the opportunity to play one, I want to look at Censor and I want to go, would this card be better served as a Censor, a Take the Tempo, or a Breaking Point? What would be the better card right here? So that's completely the intentions tonight. It's almost time. Slip, I filled up my water just for you, brother. I filled up my water just for you because I knew it was coming, man. I knew it was coming. Yeah, I think we're just supposed to throw the Phoenix Flame here. It's only for 1, which is like kind of sad, but I think that the Warmongers is pretty good here. Like, I think playing Warmongers is pretty decent here. Yo, Caleb, what's up, man? How are you, brother? You doing all right tonight, man? Now I gotta take some drinks of my water before I get hit with this big hydrate, so I'm not, like, drowning myself. I still have quite a bit of equipment block, but I do have to be careful about how low I'm willing to go here at this point in time. Dachi Renegade Empowerment. Take 3. I mean, going to 7 is kind of tough. Like, it's a pretty tough one to sell. They are gonna go to 19 here, guaranteed though. Maybe I'm just supposed to give up Furnace here because I don't have AB, so like blocking for life is relevant. And we definitely have the potential to be able to like throw Phoenix Flame here if we draw 0 coster off the empowerment. So I think going to 8 and then our opponent going to 19 is okay. Like I think that's an okay turn for us. We're just gonna have to try and get them on the 3rd chain link with a Ronin Renegade right here. If our opponent blocks 4, we're gonna be in a pretty bad spot here. That'll be if our opponent has like a Sink Below or a Fate for Seam, we'd be in a pretty bad spot right here. Free pokes are always good. Absolutely, man. Oh yeah, how about you? Yeah, I'm doing pretty well, man. It's been a busy week at work. I work in healthcare. I work in education and healthcare. And so it's been a busy week. I taught a class for the first time this week, and that's always pretty stressful for me because, you know, I really want to make sure that I want to make sure that, you know, I'm like prepared and that, you know, I'm knowledgeable because I don't want to just sound like an idiot when I'm in class, you know, teaching that for people, you know, sounding like just not sounding intelligent. Like to me is just like, it's not a very good way to present yourself when you're a teacher. So it's been a stressful week, but it's been a good one. It's been a good one. I can't complain. Man, we have a couple of options here. I feel like Censor is too luck-based in a way on your guess, whereas Breaking Point and Take the Tempo have devastating on hits that both equal the value of 1 card. So, Gavin, I think you're right, but I think you're also kind of wrong here. Give me just a second. Let me get to this turn, and I'll go more in-depth about that. So, I can Phoenix Flame for 1 right here. So if I Phoenix Flame for 1, I'm Lava Bursting for 6. I told him I was thinking, and he said, no problem, man. We played before, haha. And I told him, I said, yeah, dude, I recognized your name the second I joined the lobby. I mean, it's 1 and then 6. I think that's the better play. Like, I don't know. Like, I could just, like, throw the Stab Wound. I could go Lava Burst, snap Stab Wound for 3. On hit, lose 2 life, because the Kodachis both hit this turn. I could throw Stab Wound for 2. On hit, lose 2 life, and then snap and throw Lava Burst for 6. I mean, we're getting to a point to where I'm going to have to start, like, throwing... Like, I'm going to have to give my equipment here because I'm at 8. I can only take so much damage before I'm put in a bad spot. Quick, everyone. Big hydrate all at once. Oh, God. Slip's trying to kill me. God, Slip's trying to get me killed out here. Just, you have me run into the kitchen to get water and coming back, man. I'll just be dead. Snabs lava. Okay, so Slip thinks that was a better play. The playing Stab Wound and then snapping and playing Lava Burst. I think I'm trying to hang on to my Snapdragon Scalers too long here, and because I traded 1 point for a potential 4. Yeah, it was definitely better just to use a snaps there because I can only take that with me so far. Like at a certain point, like I just don't have that to take with me. So, oh, big gulps. Oh God. Oh, big gulps, huh? Well, see you later. So we take the 3 rune chance and go to 5. And then we're just given 6 here. This game does not feel like it's going my direction. I'm really hoping that, I mean, if they flail here, they're going to go to 9. and then they'll go to 8. Man. So if they play a Blood Deck card, they're literally at a point where they can just start, like, sceptering me every turn. Like, all they have to do is pitch to scepter me, and I'm just going to die here. Threatening more, which is nice because he's got Blood Debt too that he hasn't been able to get rid of. Yeah, Slip, I definitely think that was a miscalculation on my part. I definitely think I made the wrong play right there. Yeah, I definitely think it was better to throw the... I definitely think it was better to throw the... to go stab wound... To go stab wounds, snap into lava burst for 6. My opponent said just a second. I think they're thinking here. So if I let this hit, it's worth 2 damage, which means I'm basically going to 4 and then I'm going to 3. Which means they'd have 3. I don't know. I kind of want to block this, but I'm giving up 4. I mean, this is a 12-point hand right here. Hopefully this is the 12-point hand. I could block with Rabble and then go snatch, snap into Blaze, and they don't have to block the second time at all. Like, but 12 means they only have to give 1 card. So if I go to 4, I'm at 3. 1 more rune chant puts me to 2. This puts me to 1. I think I can safely take this, and this is like pretty much be the last thing I can take right here before I actually have to start like blocking every turn to like try and get them to grind them out here, but I don't even know if it's possible at this point. With all these hydrates, you need a bathroom counter? Yeah, with all the hydrates, I will need a bathroom counter, that's for sure. If flail hits, it'll also make it easier to play whatever they want to throw. Yeah, it's going to make their turn a lot easier. So they have... the only Blood Deck card they have is the Carrion Husk. I mean, we're just going to play everything here. We're going to hope that a red's on top. Oh, wow. Let's go. All right. We're honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a Rabble counter. That's going to be my thing moving forward, is I'm just going to have a Rabble counter for like every game I play. I'm just going to keep up with that. God, Sigil of Suffering would be the worst right here. Oh, does that kill me? They only block for 3, I'm going to snap. Because if they only block for 3, then it means that I could snap into like another 0-coster here and be in an okay spot. I worry that... Ah, man. I just worry that like not running AB here killed me. Because there was a turn that I had a couple of extra blues and it would have been really good. Rabble, babble, and yabbles. I love that. I love that, Drew. Okay, so they block 5. They're going to banish the widespread destruction. So I'm going to be at 1 when this turn's over with, and I'm going to have to block 6. And they're going to be at 3. And I cannot get enough cards out of their hand here. We're going to die. Yeah, we're just going to die right here because all we can do is go Kadachi, which they can just go to 1 and be okay with. Like, that's... They don't care, though. It's Censor, though, LOL. I mean, yeah, there was a Censor, though. So at this point, Censor has literally just been a 3-block, which means it doesn't matter what it needs to be at this point in time, so... So they go to 2, and then they give me a card here, and go to 1, and then they Scepter to kill me. Big Sag. We know what's on top, though. What's on top of my deck? What do you mean, Sean? I feel like I'm missing something. That does happen a couple times a stream, I feel like, but I feel like I'm missing something. Whoops, I am behind. Ignore me. Oh, you're talking about the you're talking about the rabble turn. you're a little behind talking about the rabble turn. I love it, Sean. Yep. And then we die to that because we can't do anything about it. GG. That was a close one. That was a good game. I can tell that like I definitely played suboptimally. Like it's one of those times where like I'm sitting here. It's definitely one of those games where like I'm sitting here and I can tell that I didn't play as optimally as I wanted to, but I don't know where that went wrong. That's one of those games I'll have to go back and watch that. Both ended at 1. Oh wow. Ended at 1. Can feel that I played sub optimal, but not sure where. Review game later. Okay. So 0-1, not the best start to the night, but that is okay. Nobody wins them all. Nobody wins them all. You rabbled revealing Censor. Oh, I rabbled and it revealed Censor. Oh, gotcha. So, okay, that's okay. Yep. I'm really hoping to get into some spots tonight where I can really start to like get a feeling to see if like take the tempo or if take the tempo or we want to go second here. If take the tempo or breaking point will be better because I was originally running breaking point in the list, but I'm curious to know which will be better. We'll just go ahead and bring in empowerments here, and we'll just run our 60 cards here into Rhinar. I think that's the correct play. I don't think we want sinks or anything. Close game, though. Good warm-up. Thanks, Ben. I appreciate it, man. Who else has 500 points? We got to hit him with that double big hydrate. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, dude. I have a family, man. Like, what are you doing, Slip? Trying to kill me out here. I kind of want to block like this. E-Strike is like a good go again card if we need it to be. Even if we just draw a couple of reds here. So Dachi, go again, Snatch is what I'm looking at here. I think that's the play that we want to make this turn. I'm not 100% sure. Except you last stream, that Zach won them all. I did win them all. Where's that guy? I thought he was a pro. Well, listen, on Tuesday night we were a pro, but now we're 0-1. But the good thing about being 0-1 is that means you're generally in the scrub bracket and you can try to pull it back. Drink your water. Oh my God, Carly, why? Don't encourage this behavior, Carly. Oh my gosh, Carly out here freaking trolling me. Okay, I will big hydrate in just a second. You animals. Was that hold the line? I'm sorry, did I just see hold the line? That tells me all I need to know about this deck. Okay, means they're like on a more fatigue style list right here. Okay. When are we getting a Zach and Carly Lego stream? Dude, Drew, Carly plays Legos all the time, man. I'd be happy to like sit and play Legos like and stream that one night. I'm sure Carly would be happy for me to stream that one night as well too. I was like, oh wow, that all you got and hold the line. Okay. Putting that hand to good use there. But yeah, no, I think we can arrange that. I think we can make that happen. All right, fine. Big hydrate, you animals. I was never good at chugging. Good God. I almost die every time I do that. Whoa. Okay. Anyway. All right, we're going to go Dachi Rabble right here. You guys kill me. I have to put my 205,000 channel points to use. It's really cool that you got your channel points back, honestly. I'm glad that you did. I'm glad that you got your channel points back from when I used to stream on Twitch. Ooh, they're going to take a card. Oh, they took the wrong one. That's what we were going to Arsenal, boys. Censor. Let's go. If this hits, we're just going to name BRB every time. We're just going to name BRB every single time. Carly is just looking out for her man, dude. Come on. I meant the Fortnite Lego, but that works too. LMAO. Hey, dude, I that's what I thought you meant, Drew. Is that not what I said? Is that not what I said? Oh man, dude, listen. Fortnite Lego stream, we can make that happen. We can make that happen. That's no problem. I have no problem. I have no doubt that Carly would just be happy to do that anyway. So I'm definitely down to do that. We've gotten a lot of equipment out of our opponent so far, which is really good for us. So we're just going to pass and arsenal our mounting anger. Wow. Do I just want to go to 34 and let this go? Because I can go brand... I can go brand Rabble and then see what's on top before we decide if we want to draw a card. I think that's actually perfectly okay here. I'll pay you later for bringing up the Legos, Drew. Oh, man. Slip over here, evil laughing. Oh, my God. Listen, Slip, I got you on the big hydrate after this. I have to go and fill up my water again because I don't have any water. Hey, a yellow. We have yet to hit a blue. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty okay just naming draw card and arsenaling this. Like, I think this is pretty okay. And honestly, if my opponent, I was like, doesn't give 5 here, I will actually just snap and we'll just take our mass kit and keep on rolling here. But I'm happy to just arsenal my Salta Wound and wait for a big turn. Like this one. Oh, there's that BRB. There's that BRB. We know they got it. We know you, opponent. Oh, double BRB. But you had to pitch one. Because you had a bad day. I love that song by Daniel Powder. I'll send Carly my PayPal. Don't mind me. Hitting them with the yabble. The yabble, rabble, babble. Or what did you call it a minute ago, Drew? Now I'm gonna spend the rest of my life trying to figure out what you called that a minute ago so that I can recreate that noise. So this is 8. I mean, like, I'm okay just going to 16 here. Honestly, like, we have a really good hand. They know that we have the Salta Wound. So right now it's Dachi, Mounting Anger, Ronin Renegade, Blaze Headlong into Phoenix Flame into Salta Wound. I mean, this is an insanely strong hand where we get to put Mask on the stack twice. And we're going to force them to cover it up awkwardly on second chain links, or we're going to force them to cover it up with our breakpoint cards right here. I'm good either way, honestly. They might have a D-react right here, which would be pretty bad for us. Oh, giving us Tunic. Pretty early there, big fella. Okay. I have to say, I'm intrigued by that. The Tunic, I'm pretty surprised. Whenever you roll a 5 or a 6, your brute attack gets +1. All your brute attacks get +1. So if you rolled like a 6 on Scabs with a BRB, that'd actually be cracked. Would actually be insane. Let's go. Phoenix Flame on hit mask. Yeah, give me another card. And then this is going to be for 7 because of Shuko. Let's go. Putting on the pressure here. Quick, Curly. Bring the man some water. He really needs it right now. Dude, you guys are animals. Speaking of big turns, yeah, this was, I mean, yeah. I was like, our opponent had a really good turn. Now, we did put him to 14 on the crackback, so that's pretty cool. Kadachi, if it hits 7, block Warmongers. Take 4, go to 12. I think that's a fine play. They're pretty much always going to take the Kadachis here. He's being cocky. He might think he's not getting another Tunic turn. Slip, that's very possible. I mean, it would make sense. Like, this has been a very aggressive game. So he may think that he's going to end the game in the next 2 or 3 turns. He's probably sitting there going, you know what? I'm one more BRB away from ending the game right here. And to be fair, I mean, he's seen 2. Like, it's not crazy to think that he sees a 3rd one here. Is he just going to give us the mask? He is going to give us mask. I was like, I'm just going to arsenal whatever it is. If he does just give us mask, I'm completely okay with that. Like, since he took the Kodachis, I'm very okay with just arsenaling my last card here, putting him to 11, and then at that point, I'm pretty comfortable to like start blocking with Furnace. And depending on what our hand looks like, oh, he gives us all 3 cards to stop the mask hit here. Deal. Okay. It's not really a way for us to like push what we want here. If we throw the Soul Bead Strike, so if we go Dachi, Brand, Soul Bead Strike, pitching the Lava Vein Loyalty, we're screaming Ancestral Empowerment or Razor here. So if our opponent's smart, they overblock. We're taking a pretty like risky play here to like try and get them. To just like try and like get them here with the with this. So I mean, it's probably better just to go. Maybe we're just supposed to arsenal the empowerment here. I don't know. I don't actually know what's correct here. I'm open to suggestions at this point in time. As soon as I get home. I think you need a straw or something, though. Your chugging is frightful. Yeah, Carly, I'm not good at chugging drinks. You know this. Yeah, it's just that the whole chugging thing's not for me. I think that's part of the fun of doing it on stream, it's like I'm actively terrible at it. So it makes it at least a little bit funny for everybody watching. Like, makes it a little bit more interesting, I think. So, let's go ahead and throw Lava Vein Loyalty. I mean, I'm going to play it here just because I want another card. That does not seem worth at all. At all. We're just going to arsenal this and hope that we can give every single piece of our equipment. I mean, if we can block 6 here and stay above 4, then that's a pretty good turn for us. But this is very possibly a BRB turn. So take 3, go to 9. I mean, I'm going to keep my hand if at all possible here. Like, so I take 4, go to 5. This is perfect. This is exactly what we want. From the Brute perspective, it's a race. So Slip, I've heard a lot of Brute players tell me that it's just a straight race, and that like that's like really like all they're trying to do is just like race me at all costs. So let's lead on the Mounting Anger and see what happens here. He'll get better in time, giving him practice. You guys are definitely giving me practice. That's what she said, though. You need to open your throat. Oh, that's great. I said that's what she said, like, just a second too soon right there. Oh, that's hilarious. So we're going to banish the Ronin Renegade because Brand with Cinderclaw is, like, literally just better. So we're going to banish the Brand. Brand for 4. Or, I'm sorry, Brand for 5. Oh, because of the Mounting Anger? Absolutely insane. Bittering Thorns for 5. Absolutely insane. They block 6. And then they're Dead Skis. I mean, either way, you're dead, bro. Does not matter. Good game, opponent. 8 turns, and we closed it out. Thank God. I did not think we were going to get there on that one. Choose if you want a quick rematch. No. Sorry, buddy. I have to do a big hydrate. for the chat right here, and I can't go fill up my water in between games. So let me fill up my log, and I got you guys. You guys are gonna get to watch me slam another cup of water, even though I'm terrible at it. So we played against Reinar. We got to go second. We got the win. Close game. Ended at 5. Arsenal, the Art of War for big turn to end the game. I guess the one thing that really did work out for us there is the fact that they actually had to play the is that they had to pitch one of the BRBs with the other one. So all right, hang on, I'm gonna fill up my water. I'll be right back. All right, Slip, you monster. This one's for you, buddy. Oh my God. Jesus. I hate chugging drinks. Chew. God, and I spilled water all over myself. Jesus. I swear. Now I have water all over me. I hope you're happy, Slip. I hope you enjoyed that, you animal. The funny part is pretty much anytime you have it set up, Carly, if like she's watching, we'll just do it with you because she literally has over 200,000 channel points from where I streamed on Twitch for years before they made multi-streaming not a thing that you could do anymore. So,
Did I miss the chugging?
You did. I just finished every miserable second of it. I just told Slip, I said, pretty much anytime you want to do that, Carly's got enough channel points to back the second one if you want to do it, so. Oh, all right. Against Bolton here, let's see what we got.
Hydrate with milkshake.
Oh, thank you. You're not going to give me a kiss?
Sorry.
My God, what is this? Okay, Carly was nice enough to get me a milkshake. All right, so against Bolton, I think we want I think we just want our aggro play here. Like, we just want to bring in the empowerments. They serve both as a good defensive weapon to not turn on Bolton's ability, and they also serve as an offensive weapon to help us push effects. So I think this is just a race, and we just want to be trying to set up as quickly as we can here. I can't wait for more hero reveals, man. Dude, Drew, I'm so excited to see new heroes and see what's in this new set, man. I love when new heroes get introduced to the game. It's honestly my favorite time to stream because I just love playing with the new heroes and brews and things that people put together. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. Instead of big sipping, it's about to be big slipping around here. I like that, dude. I like that. It's about to be big slipping. That's right, Ben. dab on them. Let them know what's up. We're gonna block 6 here on the CNC to start the game. I mean, it's a pretty good hand. We get to push a breakpoint mask hit on turn 3 if our opponent doesn't block the first couple times around. Eee! I want my adult KO. Oh, dude, I don't think they're gonna go quite that far this set. They could slip, but I mean, hey, I don't see it coming. But listen, there's a reason I'm not like deck development, so there's a reason I don't work at LSS. Hey, Caliber, what's going on? How are you, brother? You doing all right tonight? I'm okay with young heroes getting adult versions, but I want more original heroes than revamps. Yeah, I get that, Drew. I actually completely understand that, brother. Getting like new heroes and like completely new concepts and designs is a whole lot of fun to me. I completely get that. It makes the game a lot more interesting, and I do think it's fun to like, instead of like looking, oh, this hand's freaking insane. I mean, I think I'm just supposed to get Furnace here, even though this is probably like a Razor. I don't know. Like, it's an on-hit draw, so I don't even know if Bolton plays Razor. I think I'm just supposed to get Furnace here. My hand's good enough to where I think I'm okay giving up Furnace here. But I do like seeing new heroes for sure. I really enjoy like the concept of seeing like brand new heroes instead of just like them being like, oh, here's Kasai. Like, don't get me wrong, I've been waiting as a personal like as a player, I have been waiting for an adult Kasai for a long freaking time since I started playing the game, pretty much. But I still like to see new stuff. It's a lot of fun to stream completely new heroes because I don't have an idea. Like, when you take a young hero and then you make an adult version, like I have an idea of what works and what doesn't with like those style of heroes and decks and things like that. So we did not draw into what we wanted to see there at all. I guess we're just gonna banish the Lava Burst. That's a weird hand. So like, it gives me an idea of where to start building, but with completely new heroes, I think it makes it a lot of fun because I have the complete capability to just like play, like to just like try and like build a new hero, a new deck. Like, I really like that. I think that's a lot of fun. There's 6 heroes, so I'm sure we'll get actual new heroes. They said old faces, so you never know. I mean, I have no doubt that we're gonna get new heroes. I'm actually really curious to see what the heroes are in this set. Slip. I think that like the heroes in this set are going to be really cool. I think like, yeah, I just honestly, I'm really excited. Like, this is another person with the team on hit sleeves, man. Taylor's team's out here representing, brother. Taylor's team's just out here like, going crazy. So this is for 8. And then this is going to be for 7 on hit mask. Wow, they just went to 12 and gave it to us. I mean, I'm okay arsenaling a brand of any color, honestly. Like, this is probably their Lumina turn if I had to guess, but like, they kept all of that. This has to be like some kind of Lumina style something here. I would think anyway. I'm okay just taking 6. Oh, they're using snaps, which means this is definitely Lumina. Because they want to keep their arsenal. They want to keep their soul for the Raiden. Maybe it's not a Lumina turn? I mean, you can't play like you would have played Lumina first before you attacked. So, I don't know. Okay, so now they get to do that. Give that go again. I go to 24, they play Lumina, and then they attack? Or are they going to Arsenal the Lumina? No, they get a Snatch? Ooh, interesting. That's super sweet. I could see like 3 old redesigned heroes and 3 completely new ones. Yeah, Drew, that could make a lot of sense, actually. I could see that. Double Lumina, maybe? Yeah, Slip, it could be. It definitely could be. It definitely could be a double Lumina turn. I don't think with the Snatch it's obviously not going to be, but he decided to go with the buff of the V for Vanguard over the whole turn. I actually think I'm just willing to go to like 18 here. Because the Censor at this point in time can actually just name Lumina if our opponent decides to let it hit. So I'm going to go Brand for 1. And then I'm going to go Double Strike for 2 into Brand for 3. Ooh, interesting. So I'm going to go Double Strike here. So Double Strike for 2, which is fun. I'm going to try and push Mask here if I can. He charged Illumina? Oh, he did charge Illumina, didn't he? I guess he banished it. I didn't notice that. Hey, Bruno. How are you, buddy? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you being here. Charging Lumina is a bit of a moment. Yeah, I don't really understand why he would charge Lumina, but I don't know. People have done crazier things like that I don't really understand. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. If he blocks with Warband of a Bologna here, then we know that like he's just trying to stop Mask at all possible costs here. We also have a lot of equipment here we could use. You guys think that Ancestral Empowerment is better than Riza Reflex? So I think asking that question in a vacuum, Bruno, is like kind of like an interesting concept. I think that Ancestral Empowerment is basically looked at as a 0 for 4. And I think that Razor Reflex is looked at as a 1 for 4.5-ish is kind of how I see it in my mind. But Bruno, I definitely think it's like very I think that's like a very like circumstantial like thing to say or like just to think about in general. I don't think there's like a yes or no answer to that. Just like a flat answer, but I personally prefer Ancestral Empowerment in the current file list that I'm playing over Razor Reflex. Let's go Rabble Babble. Oh, for 4, dude, we're like 4 for 5 tonight. And the one time we've missed it was a yellow. Maybe the curse is broken. Oh God, I had to bring that into existence. There's going to be a time here in a minute where it cuts back to me saying that. Oh man, was that it? Yeah, so if I play the Brand, I can actually go get a Phoenix Flame here and then use the Phoenix Flame to play the Censor here. Although I honestly don't think the Censor is going to be that good at this point in time. I think I'm just going to Arsenal the Censor and set up for another hand here. I think we're just going to set that up for the next hand. We're just going to throw the Phoenix Flame and then we'll just save the Censor for next turn. And hope that they don't have a Command and Conquer they're about to throw at us. It's very possible that they do. We've only seen one so far. Now, this is an interesting thought here. I mean, they can't give Go again, so I guess there's like absolutely no reason for me to do anything here. But I can just block 4, considering this hand is like uber awkward. I mean, I guess if I get a Phoenix Flame, I can Phoenix Flame. I can nothing. Is this hand actually as terrible as I think it is? Depends on the circumstances. Ancestral is free and replaces itself, but Razor gives Go again and a boost, which is nice depending on the deck. Yeah, I think Slip described that very well, actually. I think that's a really good way to look at that, Bruno. Yeah. I really have no idea why he'd sack Helmet on a random 4 raw and not the Mask attack. Oh, I have absolutely no idea. Yeah, I don't understand that either, Drew. I mean, I think I'm just blocking 6 here, honestly. Like, this hand is feels so incredibly terrible. We're just going to block 6. I'm going to go Kadachi Censor. If the Censor hit, we're just going to name Lumina. And we're going to call it an afternoon, Arsenal or Lava Burst here. We're also threatening Mask with our Censor. That was like a Fatigue Katsu hand if I've ever seen one. That was a weird hand to say the least. For sure. I'm using only Razor Reflex in my Phi deck and never see anyone else using it. When I end up with 2 Razors is a major downer, Ancestral Empowerment looks way better in these kinds of scenarios. So, Bruno, I ran a 1 of Razor in my Phi list 2 ProQuest seasons ago. And I think that Razor Reflex can be a very good card, but I think that Razor Reflex, like the resource gets you more than anything, if I'm being honest. So like I like, it really depends on like how many blues you're playing. Like it depends on like how many 1-costers you're playing. There are 12 1-cost cards in my 57 card main deck that I play in my file list. Now, inside of those 57 cards, like the 1-costers are cards that I think are just like absolutely insane. Art of War, Bittering Thorns, Mounting Anger, cards like that. And then we're currently testing Censor to see how I feel about it. So we're definitely just gonna name Lumina here. Like Lumina Ascension is like the scariest card you can have. I don't know what else we'd be naming. And then I'm actually going to Arsenal the Blaze Headlong here because I like the 0 for 4 better in my Arsenal because it blocks 2. And this is a block 3, so if I need to block, I can. But I think the resource is a big game changer, Bruno, for sure. And I like Empowerment's really good. Now, I have to say that like Razor would push me over a lot of the defense reactions that people are actually able to play around Ancestral Empowerment with. So like there's give and take there. Don't get me wrong. There is give and take there. So this is 4, and he's almost assuredly just going to like snap here. I don't really have a reason to block. Kadachi, Bittering Thorns, Blaze Headlong. Seven. I don't think we have a reason to block here. Doesn't feel like there's really a reason to block. He banishes the Beacon of Victory. No value off of banishing that. I was like, is this like the 5th snatch that you have to throw at me here? It'd really only be his 3rd, but I'll take 4. Again, I don't think we really have a reason to block. Let's freaking go. You love resources. Everything in this game makes me happy that Ice is gone in CC. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, as an aggro player, I'm happy to see it gone, slip. But at the same time, like, I think that Ice keeps a lot of interesting things in check. That I think that the disruption part of Flesh and Blood is an important part of the game. Personally, I know it's a pretty like unpopular opinion. Bruno, thanks for the follow, brother. I appreciate you hanging out on Twitch tonight, and I appreciate the follow. Tell me about yourself, man. What got you into Flesh and Blood, and what's your favorite hot dog topping? That's we determined last stream that's going to be a staple question that we ask from now on. So, what got you into Flesh and Blood, and what's your favorite hot dog topping? And if there's a combo of hot dog toppings, that is perfectly acceptable as well. And if you'd like to thank anybody for the hot dog topping question, you can definitely point all of your thank you cards to Drew in the YouTube chat. He's a real MVP for that one. And then I'm just gonna go for 7 here. We put our opponent to -6, and we hit him with a good game. We played a 6-turn game where our AVPT was 14.83. Over 6 turns, that's not bad. Yeah, they want a rematch. That's fine with me. I am going to go ahead and log this game. Played against Bolton. We went 2nd, I think. I can't remember. I'll have to actually, I think I can just scroll back to the very top of the log here. No, I cannot. I don't remember if I went 1st or 2nd. I'm going to go back and write down notes later. The notes are probably just going to be that we like absolutely obliterated them right there. So felt like we just kind of ran them over. Like, again, like it didn't feel like a crazy good Bolton draw. So just kind of felt like we were on the front foot there that game. We're going to board the same way and see how it goes this time around. We are going first this game. So let's copy all of our information from the previous game, and this time we're going first. The fact that we're going first this time definitely makes me think that our opponent made us go 2nd last game, which I don't really understand why you'd want me to go 2nd, but this is an interesting hand. They're playing Halo of Illumination. Oh, they're on like Saber combo this time around. He halos a spirit into... Okay. That's not good for us, chat. That's not good for us. Elbow cough. Let him have it, Drew. Let him have it. I agree that disruption is a part of the game, but the meta is the most diverse it's been in a long time. I wouldn't be opposed to it coming back, but as it stands, I'm happy for diversity. Yeah, I completely agree with that, Slip. I completely agree with that. Like, so in that sense, yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with you. I think that there is a lot of very good, there's a lot of very good diversity in the metagame right now, and I truly, truly hope it stays that way. I really enjoy the diversity that we're getting right now. I'm just going to go draw card here. I think that's a perfectly fine play. It's a good one to Arsenal here. Let's go in the draw into. So we deal 4 points of damage. Unfortunately, our opponent does get to set up a little bit here, but his hand's not great. Won't lie to you guys, this hand's not great. Not digging this hand. They're going combo, yeah. When boomers find out the diversity. Oh, Drew, that's awesome. Oh, that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing, dude. We're just going to take 3 here, although maybe I'm just supposed to block with 2 cards and stop this from going to their soul. Or is this the one that goes to their soul? No. It's just that you may charge to your hero's soul. I hate to give this +2, but like I could alternatively keep this and pitch it, I guess. I don't know. Like, it's the same amount of damage, like, and I can throw 4 this way, so I might as well just take that on my turn, I guess, here. I started playing lol. I started playing Fab because I saw some people playing in my LGS and it seemed fun. The Professor TCC videos always helped. Oh, dude, that's awesome, Bruno. Well, dude, welcome to the game, man. The game is awesome. The game is a ton of fun. I really hope you enjoy it and fall in love with it the same way that I have, man. It's great. Like, Flesh and Blood's awesome, man. I can't say enough great things about Flesh and Blood. The community, the game, like everything, all the way around, man. I'm sure that people get tired of listening to me talk about it so much that I love the game and the community so much. People have to get sick of listening to me hear about it. Oh, there we go. We hit a blue. I told you. I said something. I like, if I hit blues, nothing but the rest of the stream, we're gonna make a YouTube short out of it. It's gonna be a YouTube short where it's just, oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. This hand's so good too. I mean, I don't really want to let them continue to rack up combo pieces. I think I'm supposed to block 6. Maybe I'm just supposed to throw my hand. Oh, wow. Carly, gifting 5 subs. Isn't she the best? Carly is the best. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. That means a lot. All right, I've missed a lot of the chat here. I'm sorry, guys. I think we're supposed to keep our hand and go to 29 here. Okay. Turn 0 Spirit is insane, dude. See, I'm so far behind in the chat because you guys were talking about that when he did it. Yes, it absolutely is, though. Turn 0 Spirit is absolutely insane. For the hot dog toppings, I am a corn and shoestring potatoes. Spicy diced tomatoes, too. Oh, wow. Interesting. I don't even know what a shoestring potato is, Bruno. You're going to have to fill me in on that one, man. That's spicy right there. I'm excited to hear about this one. Is there a point to blocking if it has 2? I assume you asked that a minute ago, Slip. That's why I decided not to block, because it seems silly to actually block like that. When we were just buffing it up for what we were going to be blocking anyway. So, yeah, absolutely no point there. Good point. Like, good recognition on that. They're going to feel bad for throwing that when I throw the snatch right here. Merry Christmas, everyone. Carly's giving out subs left and right and throwing out Merry Christmas over here. I love it. Gives the hot dog a nice crunch. It's so good. Like, Carly, do you know what shoestring potatoes are? Is that a thing that you know about that I'm just uncultured here? has a Rabble own style table counter. I need to make one. I honestly need to make a counter for the Rabbles. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Like next stream. Like I might like sit around and like look into making one of those for the next stream. So I mean, yeah, we're just gonna lead on the snatch here and play our Art of War and hope that we draw into some good stuff. I think we need a big turn to like really put ourselves in the driver's seat here, and I think this is a very good way to do it here. Caliber said easy. Oh, Slip, did you get one too in the in Twitch? Let's go, dude. So we're gonna go buff and banish here. Oh, Soul Shield feels bad for us. Soul Shield makes sense, though. Soul Shield makes sense in this list. Oh my gosh. This is like actually pretty bad. I mean, we're going to have to snap just to get value here. I mean, I guess it's really not that bad. I'm just being a crybaby. Like, we actually have a pretty decent hand here. Again, I'm looking for complaint equity at this point. I think so here. I think so at this point. So we're going to go E-Strike, put Empowerment on the bottom for 5 go again. Although it's going to be 6 because of my Art of War. My opponent's just going to block here. And then I'm actually just going to come in for 4 right here. Or I'm sorry, 5. Yeah, 5. I can't count. So our opponent goes to 26. Okay, we finally have an Empowerment on a hand that we can play. So that's good at least. You'll love to see that. All right, let's see here. A Milkshake and 5 gifted subs? What a beast. Oh, dude, Carly's an animal in the best way possible. She used to be offended by that because I used to say that when we started dating, and she was not a fan of it when we started dating. Oh, Merry Christmas, Slip. And if anybody's hanging out in the chat and you guys don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays. You know, like whatever you guys celebrate. No judgment here. Have we gone through 2 empowerments, or we put 1 on the bottom? So I mean, I don't need to play my empowerment here. Like, absolutely no need to play it at this point in time. I can just go Kodachi, Phoenix Flame into Lava Burst, and then Arsenal that, which is actually like a pretty sweet line of play. It actually allows me to just keep my Lava Burst, or to keep my empowerment for the next turn, and try to set up a better hand. Although my opponent is doing a very good job of blocking and waiting on their combo. I give them that. They understand their role in this matchup when they're playing combo Bolton. I definitely tip my hat to them for that. All right, let's see what all I missed. Shoestrings potatoes are very slim, string-like potato chip. I've never had any, man. Potato chips on a hot dog is interesting, though, Bruno. I'm interested to try it, man. Was referring to Krillin own counter. Slip, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Is that like an owned pro thing or something like that? Like, are you talking about like one of the installs from owned? Just an idea, Slip, and you can take credit for it. Hydrate every time he flips a blue. Blue equals water. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is actually a great idea. That is actually a great idea. I mean, it's a terrible idea for me, but that's a great idea. I actually kind of like that idea. Every time I flip a blue, I have to take a drink. I have to drink my milkshake before it melts. God, I love Chick-fil-A milkshakes. I know I can't play my empowerment here anywhere, but I haven't found a way to like actually get value out of my empowerment. This is the worst I have ever seen Ancestral Empowerment be in, like, I think ever, honestly. Oh, that's a good milkshake. You love to see it. Team 4-star Dragon Ball Z Abridged. So I actually never watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged, but my cousin, the Woodshed, who like I plug sometimes, like he streams on YouTube and stuff. he swears by it. He thinks it's like hilarious. He loves it. I've never actually got to play it, but he loves it. I'm gonna use the empowerment first here. Or am I supposed to use empowerment to try and hit mask? I don't think they're gonna give me mask, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and play this and try to push this through. So it's kind of crazy, but since I don't have snaps, I'm actually gonna banish the lava burst here so that I can guaranteed get go again value. Now it would have worked out for me to keep my lava burst, but I think getting rid of the lava burst is actually the correct decision at that point. I think that's the correct decision. I'm going to throw Ronin Renegade for 4 here. If they want to stop mask, they're going to have to do it on a 4. God, that milkshake's delicious. This has to be the Lumina combo turn. I mean, I guess before they started blocking, I would have thought so, but... Now, I guess we're not guaranteed mask here. How many Draconic Chain Links have we played? It's going to be 2. So really, we're not going to be able to get Activate Fi here. So we're not guaranteed mask at all here. Just depends on how awkward they blocked. With the sub, I'm getting the points faster, which means the hydrates will be happening sooner. Great. Thanks a bunch, Carly. Thanks a bunch. No, I'm just kidding. I have to say I do have to use the bathroom already, though. Like, two massive hydrates, and we're only 3 games in, and I do have to use the bathroom. I mean, they're getting to a point to where, like, if they don't play it, like, they're going to be in, like, bad shape. Oh, they just conceded? Okay, good game. I don't really know why they conceded right there, but maybe they didn't have the combo. I don't know. I'd be curious to know why they didn't have the combo there. We got the win. Saber combo. They conceded when they were at 9. After blocking for 5 turns in a row, Censor would have been an all-star. And the game before that, aggro, Bolton, I won the race pretty considerably. Okay. I don't think I updated my record after that game either, did I? I didn't update my record after that last game. I completely forgot. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, tonight, let's look. Tonight we lost to Vincent round 1, beat Reinar, and then we beat Aggro Bolton, and then we just beat Combo Bolton right there. Okay, so we're now 3-1, which you love to see. You love to see it. The Luminas must have been too late. I mean, yeah, Slip, they were at 9, so I think that, you know, like them being at 9, I think it was a little too late for them at that point. You can't be playing Bolton on a team called On Hit. He has none. Oh, gain life. LOL, yeah. GG, I was losing no matter what I did as I did not draw a combo. Oh, I got you, Ty. I got you, man. Well, thanks for the game. I appreciate the game, man. I was curious to know if you were gonna like swap into combo after we played that first game, though. I enjoy the game though, man. Are you on Team On Hit? Or are you like just a fan of like the card backs, or like are you on Team On Hit? I was like, cause I feel like I run into people with the team on hit sleeves on their Talishar card backs all the time, and I'm always like texting Taylor, and I'm like, hey, is this one of your buddies? Like, do you know this guy? Oh man. All right. Let me grab my deck list real quick here. Let's go ahead and throw the deck link in there. I'm still trying to figure out how to play into Fi. I mean, Ty, that's fair, man. Like, I get that. Like, Fi is a hard deck to play into, man. Like, Fi presents a lot of, like, awkward, like, points and, like, is a very strong aggro deck with, like, a lot of relevant on-hit effects. Like, I get that. Like, it's very good. Fi's a very good deck. Like, honestly, like, Fi kind of, like, throws me on my back, like throws me on its back. I think I win on stream more because I'm playing Fi than because of how good I am as a player. So yeah, Slip, it's exclamation point deck, not deck list. I think everybody else must do deck list because I see people randomly put exclamation point deck list in my chat randomly, and it's like I always do exclamation point deck. I always feel like it's less for you guys to type, so that's why I choose it. I doubt any of the team is playing Talishar right now. Everyone's playing World of Warcraft right now. Everybody playing WoW right now? Okay, I did not know that. I did not know that. I didn't know everybody on hit was big WoW players. I did not know that. That's funny. And yes, I'm on team on hit. I was playing Bravo at a PQ we played at each other against. Lucas? Is this you, Lucas? Or Corey? Those are the only two of you guys I know that play... that I can think of wearing jerseys that play Bravo. The last couple of ProQuests I've went to. No, not Lucas or Corey? Throws him on his back? Oh, dude, get out of here, Drew. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. I'm trying to think. Ty, of the only other Bravo that I played against in that area during ProQuest season. Actually, like Rick rolled me at a ProQuest. We played in the last round of a ProQuest at Victory Point, I think. Might have been Victory Point, and like I got like Rick rolled in the last round. If that's you, man, I apologize. I can't remember your name off the top of my head. Oh, that's you. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, dude, you weren't wearing a jersey that day, man. I didn't know you were on the team, man. I was like, I didn't know you were on team on hit, man. That's awesome, dude. I was like, dude, Taylor and all of them, man. I was like, they're good guys. I really like Taylor. Taylor's a cool guy. I have nothing but great things to say about him. He's like super nice and super fun to interact with and talk to. So I always really enjoy talking to him. No, I'm new. LOL. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Well, dude, thanks for the games, man. I appreciate the games and I appreciate you coming by the chat and hanging out, man. It means a lot. I appreciate it. I'm going to take like a 2-minute break here. One, I am about to piss all over myself, if I'm being honest, from slamming 2 cups of water because Carly and Slip like to sit and, like he and rub their hands together. Bunch of trolls. I'm going to fill up my water because apparently Slip is accumulating points a lot faster now that he has the gifted stuff from Carly. So I am going to run to the bathroom. I'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Okay, short bathroom break. Let's get back to it. We're 3-1. We're crushing kids. 8-0 on Tuesday with this list. 3-1 tonight. I actually played a couple of games off camera today. Well, not today. I played one off camera today. I played against a Bravo earlier. Whenever I'm streaming, like whenever I'm playing like games on Talishar and like I'm not streaming, I'm literally just putting like looking for Bravo in the description, just like trying to find Bravo games because I want to play against Bravo at this point to like see what I'm doing wrong. I think I want sinks and reinforces, honestly. Like I don't know. Like I'm so back and forth on the sink and reinforce like aspect of what I'm trying to do here. Like part of me thinks I just want to board like this. I want to leave in Censor. I think Censor's pretty good here. I think I want to cut double strikes. And I'm going to be honest. Maybe we just run 63. Let's try the 63 card special. I don't know. Let's try this and see what happens. Honestly, have no idea what's about to go down, but I'm like curious to see how this plays out. I also like their name, Evil Puffin. Okay. This is a weird hand. This rounds on me was actually insanely good for them right there. I guess I'm gonna do this just to turn on Lava Burst. No, Censor isn't good enough? Okay. All right, back it up, Nick. Hit me with it. Hit me with some logic. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to know why it's not good enough. And I'm just going to go for 4 right here. Like, I don't know. Like, this rounds on me was so good right there. Like, literally, like a 1 for 4. Like, a defensive 1 for 4. I'm going to arsenal my sink below here. What is his hand? What is his hand? Red equals bad, play blues. Get out of here, Icelander boy. Get out of here, Icelander boy. I mean, I'm on 15 blues, man. For this aggro deck, what are you thinking over here? 15 blues is pretty solid. Oh my god. I mean, I can block 8. I can block 8 and attack for hopefully 12. Alrighty then. I mean, I guess we're just throwing this. Hey, we did it. What the fuck? Why 15? Could be like 40. Could be 40 like good heroes? Dude, what? Like, what are you just playing Bravo now? Like, is that what you're playing all the time, man? Because, like, I know Bravo plays like 39 blues or something crazy. Like, Nick, what are you playing? That's playing 40 blues in CC. Icelander's gone, dude. Let it go. I'm sorry. I mean, like, not really, but kind of, because I liked Icelander. Icelander was fun to play. Nah, Axe Story? I thought you said you weren't playing that in CC. I thought it wasn't good enough. What happened? I mean, this is an interesting hand. Like, the crazy part is, like, if I go to 27, are they gonna snap in Codex? So if I go to 27, I'm basically going to 26. And then it'd be 5 go again, 4 go again into Snatch, Arsenal, Reinforce the line. Alternatively, I could give 6 Furnace and then play Reinforce. Block this out. Or is it better to go to 23 and serve 13? I mean, take 15, serve 13 is technically a losing number for me there. Or I'm sorry, I'd be at 22. So take 16, serve 13. I think I'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Deck is too cracked. Okay. All right. I was diving with Nick until he said Axe Story, LMAO. Psyop, got to keep him off the scent. I mean, dude, you say that like I have a scent for what you guys are playing. You and Bobby are always in the lab cooking up the spice. You know, I never know what you guys are up to. You guys could be up to the spice for all I know, honestly. I have to say the Axe Story deck was pretty cool. I also heard that the skirmish ended in a not fun way for Nathaniel. Yeah, I heard that the skirmish ended in an unpleasant way for Nathaniel. Was basically what I was told, Nick, that you got his furnace, just like with the axe, which is actually really cool. I know, like, not many people know that works that way. And to be fair, I don't really blame them. Like, I think I have to give Reinforce right here. Codex, I get punished for Codex right here, but I can still play around it. Now they're just going to load their last arrow. I mean, so considering it's for 8 is like pretty scary here. Man, really wanted to set up that Art of War in my arsenal. Really wanted that in my arsenal. It kind of sucked, but I don't know why he scooped. Would have let the man take it back. Would have let the man take it back, but it was too late. I get that. I get that, man. Like, I completely understand that. Like, at a certain point, information is exchanged and you kind of, like, can't go back in certain situations. I understand that. Death Dealer is so good. Yeah, Drew, Death Dealer is insanely strong. I mean, like, I don't really know what the play is here. This is like such an incredibly like crappy hand. But so if we block 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, I can arsenal my Art of War. I guess that's the best play here. Like, there's no other line that like really looked like clean right there. I have to hope that their hand is like kind of mediocre. Can I like, of course, I knew I should have taken out Art of War. I knew it. Like it's take out the Sink Belows and the Reinforces, or it's take out the Art of War. Like, I don't think you can have your cake and eat it too. All right, I'm just gonna play Sink Below here. I'm not gonna sink anything. Hopefully there's not another Rain Razors here. And then I'm just gonna pass. I'm just gonna try and play the Diplomacy. Okay, so my opponent is gonna like use the Bracers here. It's pretty good use of it in my opinion. Dominate a red in the ledger here. That's not bad. That's not bad. No, Infecting Shot. Interesting. So block 3, go to 18, try to hang out for my Artivore, or I can keep this. I can go to 15 here and just try to play the Diplomacy. I think that's a better play. I think that's a better play. Does feel bad, though. Not my most fun moment, but every deck lost to Dory anyway. I mean, that's fair. You and Bobby, like, ran that tournament, man. You and Bobby were in there like swimwear. Literally unbeatable blitz list. I mean, the only thing that Bobby lost to all night, right, was you in the... That was the only thing Bobby lost to all night was you, right? In the semis of the top 8, right? I think you get more value playing the Diplomacy. Yeah, Slip. I think that I get more value doing that as well. Now, they have a decent hand to play around it. Playing the Diplomacy gives me a lot of value and lets me take a little bit of damage here so that I can oh, let's freaking go. Yes. Ah! All right. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. Let's go, boys. We're going to lead on the Bittering Thorns here. Also, sorry, had to do work stuff. Oh, dude, Slip, you don't need to apologize, man. You don't ever need to apologize for needing to step away from the stream, man. I just appreciate you being here, brother. I appreciate you being here. So... okay, we can actually put our Phoenix Flame on the bottom here and like go for broke right here. The mirror, yeah, I lost to a turn 4 CMH and Swiss, but that's it. I mean, to be fair, like, CMH, like, will end games. Like, I don't think anybody's gonna, like, argue with you on that one. CMH is, like, pretty broken, Nick. Like, especially if, like, I don't think that, like, any fatigue deck can really beat Briar. Like, it's just, like, the fatigue, like, or the like, aggro Briar is just too good, man. Was it to Zach? Was it to Zach Bailey on his Briar list? That's why Diplomacy is rough for Azalea? Oh, 100%. I was just curious to know if they had a if they had another attack in their arsenal to throw at us. So we activate Phi. The question is, do I come in with Phi here or do I throw the E-Strike? And I think I'm just throwing the E-Strike here, right? Because it's for 8. I mean, that's pretty good, like, gap for us. Now, unfortunately, this hand is absolute dog water. This hand is not great in any way. So they're going to go knock. And then dominate something. The only good thing about this hand is that it takes 2 cards out of my opponent's hand. I get to block 5 here, is what I'm thinking here. You can, but the hand's got to line up. Gotcha. Oh, I mean, we could have went for draw a card right there. We would have drawn Bittering Thorns and gotten immediately punished. But, man, drawing a card, if we hit, would have been really sweet right there, Nick. That could have been a sweet line of play. So block 5. Yeah, I think that just has to be the play here. Hopefully, we're in a spot where we get to take 3 cards out of our opponent's hand. Probably only 2, but hopefully it's 3. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to block 3. Maybe I'm supposed to block 2, go to 8, take 3, go to 9, and then just pitch 2 cards to throw the CNC there. Like, is there ever a world where that's correct? That's an interesting thought to think about. Yeah, I mean, so I think taking 2 cards out of their hand here is better than arsenaling. Like, Azalea works pretty awkwardly off of 2-card hands, and this is a hand that, like, blocks 6 pretty well. The problem here, this turns into a problem for us if they have the... No, what am I doing? Let's block here. If they have a Rain Razors here, we're in a bad spot. Yeah. I mean, I'm still at 11, so, like, it's fine. We just have to take a card from our opponent here. I don't know. Like, I think that taking the extra card out of their hand was good there. They just, like, literally drew into the Rain Razors, which is a tough scene for us. I mean, I guess technically this hand takes a lot of cards out of there. Okay, not if they do some nonsense like this. So we block 8. I mean, staying at 11 is fine. Like, we want to keep our life total up. And I'm going to take minimum 2 cards out of my opponent's hand right here. Oh, God. I would feel a lot better about this game if we had more tempo. I'd like to take all their cards but 1 here. Sorry, I was talking about the E-Strike turn. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So, I mean, if we do snap, so our opponent is, what, 2 life higher? So our opponent doesn't have to give us any cards this turn? What is this? Okay. So our opponent doesn't have to give us any cards that turn, which, seeing the hand we drew is really not that scary, but it's pretty frightening. If we did have to arsenal the Bittering Thorns there, but the whole game plays out differently. So I don't feel like it's really fair to, like, look at that and be like, oh, like, this would have happened if we would have done this or something like that. I feel like that's a pretty unfair assessment of how the game would have played out. They're going to be real disappointed here when whatever they do just doesn't hit. Honestly, if they throw something not that scary, we can just, like, play Sink Below, put one of our reinforcement lines on the bottom, and then we can actually just, and then from there we could, like, so Sink Below is just good enough here, right? I mean, this would be a pretty good hand. Yeah, they were due for a Codex. It's been a hot minute. Looks like a block turn to me, LOL. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, the Snatch is just my best play, right? Like, I guess I could... So, Ronin Renegade for 3 and Snatch for 3 is the same thing as E-Strike. Because if I went E-Strike for 7... I mean, I guess technically I could go E-Strike, draw a card, and snap if I wanted to, but it's 4, which gets 2 cards out of their hand. So I get 2 cards out of their hand, and then if I draw into something better, I get a 3rd card out here. But they're going to throw the Endless Arrow at me, which means actually I have to discard a card here, or I have to give them the Endless Arrow. I think I'm just okay giving them the Endless Arrow. I could get E-Strike, take a card out of their hand, and then go 6 and take 2 cards out of their hand with them having 1 card in Arsenal. This is a really weird decision point. So if I go to 7, if I discard the CNC, go to 7, and then my turn is Ronin Renegade, E-Strike for 6. Actually, it'd be E-Strike for 4, draw card, because it gets 2 cards out, and then we could potentially take their last card out. That is just the better line here. I'm just going to go to 7. Yeah, I think, so this is one of those times that, like, really thinking this through gave us the best opportunity to find, gave us an opportunity to find the best line possible here. So I'm very glad that I decided to stop and really think that one through and make sure that we're getting maximum optimization out of our hand here. So we're going to go draw card. So you give me 2 cards right here unless you like drew a sigil or a D-react, and then we're going to throw 2 at you. I actually think this is worth because we're going to get the last card out of our opponent's hand. I mean, they could have just arsenaled the Endless Arrow here. I don't know. So they did arsenal the Endless Arrow, so they're just going to throw 4 at me. And I just don't care. Right? I mean, we're just going to go to 3 and kill them. We're just going to lead on Kadachi, because unless they have like a random frailty trap, which I guess they could, but not likely at this point. W, nice. Yeah, absolutely, dude. I was like, the Dachis are really nice here, because now we get to throw the Ronin Renegade for 3 and then go +1 and banish. Why not Dachi? Slip, what are you talking about? Dachi last turn? Or are you talking about this turn? Let's go buff and banish here, and this should be the game. All right, Jesus, that was a grind, but we ended up getting there. Thank God I took the time to make the best decision, because my hand let me take all 4 cards out of my opponent's hand. It was a much better play for us. Last turn I meant. So the last turn I had was I had E-Strike in my arsenal. I had Reinforce the Line in my hand and Ronin Renegade. So are you saying that you like pitching the Ronin Renegade better here to actually play Dachi, since they're at 1, take a card out of their hand, and then play E-Strike? Oh, you're talking about at the end there? At the very end. So when I drew the blue with the Soul Beat Strike, didn't we have a frailty? Didn't they have just played the Codex of Frailty the turn before that? Oh, Eric just said he had a frailty. Oh, I didn't realize he had a frailty. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I did have a frailty there, and the frailty would have. Okay, yeah, the frailty put me in a bad spot, right? Or the frailty made the Dachi line impossible. Now, I'm not going to lie, Slip, I didn't even think about going Dachis. My mind might have been turned off to that, because in the back of my mind I knew that we had the frailty, but I also think I just saw the 0 for 2, and just in my head, it was just that like we were going to take the last card out of our opponent's hand. I was forced to go second, right? I think they picked to go first. Got the win. Super close game. Won by taking my time and making the right decision to pick off of Codex of Frailty. Yeah, that game is definitely like a win that like we're gonna like attribute to like being patient and waiting to make the right decisions right there. Okay, so let's see. Now we're 4-1 on the night. Having a pretty good record. We started out with an L, but we're rallying back here. All right. I think against Kano we want to go second. Let's see what they say. I'm going to type out. Said, do you want to go against my Kano? I mean, I appreciate him asking, but yeah, I'm pretty open to like just playing against Kano here. So we're going to run Spellfray Cloak, the gloves, and we're going to run AB1 here to see how it plays out for us. I'm going to bring in the Ancestral Empowerments, and we're just going to try and run our opponent over here. This is going to be a matchup where having 15 blues could be a lot better for us than having 12, which is like what I've seen a lot of people playing. A lot of people are on 12 recently. This could be bad, LOL. Yes, this could be very bad. Hopefully it works out pretty well. But this could be rough. I mean, we could just die like at any time. I'm really hoping that the Spell Void 1 really helps out. These generic Spell Void 1 cards were like a really good design, in my opinion, by LSS. We're going to go ahead and pitch the Censor here to block 1. I think that would pretty much be the guaranteed card we're going to pitch here regardless. Ooh. We'll pitch the Double Strike because it's only 2 damage and the Ronin Renegade is 3. Alright, it's a pretty good looking hand here. When we get to start off like really trying to like push some damage here, we're gonna go Kadachi. I might Arsenal the Blaze Headlong here and try to set up for another hand. I don't know. It's probably correct to just like throw the Rabble here. Hey, there it is. Now we're taking a drink. Because blue equals water, as somebody put it earlier. God, you love to see it. I'm just going to go ahead and pass. Just Arsenal my Blaze Headlong here and hope that my next turn's a little bit better. I mean, this hand's pretty good. I think I'm just going to take 3 here and go to 32. Blue Snapback. Blue Snapback is spicy. I haven't seen somebody playing Blue Snapback yet. I wonder if this is just like the value list. I mean, pitching my blue would have allowed me to block 3 here. I guess I could have also pitched my Censor to do that, but I don't really think I want to do that. So we're just going to lead on Dachi here. Yeah, I mean, we just need 1 resource to leave open here for Arcane Barrier. And then if they start trying to combo, we'll always turn on the Spell Fray stuff here. I'm going to go Double Strike for 1. Man, when you take out Shuko, Double Strike's really not that great. It's just like a little, like, nick on the wrist there. It's not great. So we'll come in for Double Strike with 1 again. Double Strike for 1 again. Blaze Headlong. I think we're going to go ahead and turn on the mask here. I mean, I don't know. Like, Salt and Wound is definitely more than the Censor here, and I'd be okay arsenaling this, I think. So let's go ahead and say yes. Salt and Wound is going to be for 7. So we'll go ahead and get that. Rising Resentment. I could actually get rid of AB1 here to throw the Censor as well, which I don't really know why we would, but I could if I wanted to. I think I'm okay with my opponent just going to 8 here and me arsenaling my 1 for 5. Yeah, with multiple blues here, I'm actually comfortable just pitching the blue here to AB1 this. We'll pitch the Soul Bead Strike. I think that's probably the best card to pitch here. All right. Wonder what he's going to go get. And we took 2, so he has options. He's going to go get Lesson in Lava. And I'm at 25, so like he doesn't have to deal that much damage here to be able to get me. Let's go ahead and throw the Mounting Anger. I don't I mean, this is for 2. I don't think I want to do this. I think I just want to keep the blue in my hand here. We'll throw the Kodachi. And then I'm just going to go ahead and throw the Censor, because now at this point I have 2 resources floating for Arcane Barrier, and I also have Spell Void too, which is going to be super relevant. I know he has a Lesson in Lava in hand, so if he doesn't block with Lesson in Lava and lets this hit, I mean, I don't see a world where I don't think he can let this hit, so I guess I would name Lesson in Lava here if he didn't block with it. If he did, I'm going to be honest, I'm not 100% sure what I would name at this point, but blocks 5. We pass. Okay. I mean, I think I'm just going to go to 21 here. Now, the problem is the lower I get, the less points he needs off of the combo here. So let's name Go Again. I like starting out with 5 Go Again here. We're just going to put some pressure on early. Try to get our opponent. We're going to force them into making a decision very early on here. I am going to go ahead and turn on the Spellfray stuff here, just in case. I don't want to miss a window to be able to do something. The Aether Flare is pretty good, but AB1's going to help us out a lot. Okay. I don't know that I can die from here, but I could. I don't know. Activate Storm Striders. Yep. So we're going to prevent 1, and then we are going to go ahead and break both of these so that we only take 2 damage here. And then when he comes in with the Aether Flare, we're going to go ahead and block this, take 2. And then the Blazing Aether will not be able to kill us because we can also AB1 this, and we go to 10, and then our opponent dies. So having AB1 and both of the Spellfray things was insanely good right there. We got a lot of value out of that. We got a lot of value out of that. Knock their combo turn down to 12 points or 11 points or something crazy, which is exactly what we want from what I have set up that way. Now, even if we didn't have the blue there, if we just had to pitch to prevent the wildfire, we would have taken 1 more damage and then 2 more. So we would have, instead of taking 11, we would have taken 14. Still pretty good. I'd say that's still pretty good there. And even if it's not 14 at that point, so 1 more from the wildfire means 1 more from the flare, which means really 2 more from the flare, which means I can't do all that in my head without actually sitting down and thinking about it. We went second. We got the win. AB1 and Spellfray, or I'm sorry, Spell Void 2 got us there. Their combo was for 11 points. That is an extremely good, that feels really good. I mean, granted, I don't really know, how with our board set up that way that could go poorly for us, but still, it feels good to get that win. Why does my, what do I, I keep copying on my spreadsheet. That's what keeps happening. I'm copying on my spreadsheet is what happens. Okay. Okay. 5-1, rolling on. Hoping to keep getting some good games in here. Guys, I appreciate everybody hanging out tonight, whether you're on Kick, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you're hanging out at. Appreciate you guys being part of the stream. It means a lot. You guys make my stream a lot more fun. Again, we're going to go second. We're going to try it again here and see how it works out this time. Again, we're just going to bring in the empowerments. On Tuesday night, I ended up streaming. I was playing Fi on Tuesday, and I was talking to one of the guys from Battlehard in Orlando. His name's Raven on YouTube, and he was hanging out in the chat, and he was telling me that he played 2 copies of Oasis Respite in his sideboard, which was really spicy to me. I decided to play the 2 copies of Spellfray here, the 2 Spell Void cards, over the 2 copies of having a stroke right now. Over the 2 copies of Oasis Respite. I just think it lines up. But I think having this early consistency might be better than Gazy Ages is actually insane right here. Wow. Okay. That's crazy. I mean, he didn't have to play the Ether Dot first. It didn't really matter, but he went top. Okay. We'll prevent 1 from the Ether Dart. And then, so our opponent dealt pretty good amount of damage right there. Was a pretty good start for them. But I just think having the value of having the Spell Void on the table is probably better than having Respites. Respite has a higher upside, but I think that you can have a higher downside of not drawing it. And maybe Raven's thought is that you don't always need it, so sometimes it's just unnecessary. I'm not sure. I think we're just gonna name Lesson in Lava. I think Lesson in Lava is probably just always the name here, if I'm being honest. And I really like this because if this were Breaking Point, it makes them think about how much they like their arsenal. But I think that I guess with Art of War in hand, Take the Tempo is actually a really sweet card right here because it's a 1-for-5 that draws us a card potentially. I'm just gonna name Lesson in Lava. I think that's the correct name here in the dark. His hand is not good at all. At all. I'm just gonna pitch. I'm just gonna pitch to try and stop damage here. Let's go buff power. There's no reason to go draw a card because if they're going to combo, they're going to combo before they let us draw a card. So it just doesn't matter. So we're just going to push 7. Now the problem is that we're at 25. Gosh, we just can't draw a good hand here. Pitch the Mounting Anger here. I mean, this is not looking good for us. We're not able to really put on any pressure. I mean, maybe I'm just supposed to go for the Art of War here. I don't know. Maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe I'm just supposed to go for it here at this point. This is a really hard decision. Let's just go for it and see what happens. I think we just have to push here. Oh, good God. Slip with another big hydrate. Wants to watch me die. Big hydrate before I go. Respect, man. I respect it. All right, so let's hang on 1 second, Slip. Let me do this turn real quick before. I mean, this is pretty good. All right, big hydrate for Slip before he leaves. The rest of my water here. Oh, man. I have to tell you, feels like it's getting a little better, but it doesn't feel any better. I'll tell you that. Or wait, was that a... What was first? No, it doesn't matter in which order we do it. Oh, sorry, opponent. I gotta turn on my mask. I need to go ahead and get my mask here. So Lava Burst is just always going to be for 6. And currently the way we're sitting, it's going to be Salt and Wound for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thanks for hanging out tonight, Slip. Hope you have a good night, brother. By the way, sorry if I didn't say that, if I didn't catch you in time. But I hope you have a good night, man. Yo, Sue Gandy's with the Prime on Twitch. Thank you so much. I appreciate the Prime sub. I appreciate that, man. There's a lot of great content creators out there you can give it to every month, especially people that stream Fab. So I appreciate you thinking of me, man. That means a lot. I appreciate it a whole bunch. I was like, your name sounds super familiar. I was like, I feel like I've like seen you in the chat before. I feel like you've been hanging out in Twitch before. Like, it's like I recognize your name because I remember like. I remember like I think I mispronounced your name the first time that I met you, or the first time you were in the chat. I think I mispronounced your name. So yeah, now we're just gonna throw the Salt and Wound and make him go for it. We're gonna turn on our gloves here and we're gonna hope it's enough. Thank you, sir. Great stream, and I'll see you later. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Have a good night, Slip. Okay. Activate Kano. Hat. I assume it's Blazing Ether on top. I assume it's Blazing Ether on top. Tome of Aetherwind is actually not bad. They have to play the tome before they decide what they want to do here, which is good because it gives them new information. I feel like putting Tome on top is actually insane during your combo turn. I feel like that's something I have yet to learn as a Kano player. I've been like trying to like learn Kano a little bit off stream a little bit. And it's actually like a really hard deck to play. Kano is like super tough to learn and play and like try to master and manipulate. I think I might just be dead here. If he has 2 blues in hand, I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead even if he doesn't have the blues. Because he's activated Stormstrider, so now he's going to play his Aether Wildfire from his arsenal. Aether Wildfire from Arsenal is like really solid for him. Yep, he's going to pay with Metacarpus Node. At least I assume he's going to. We're going to prevent 1 and then do the gloves so that we only take 1. And then this is going to be for 5. I don't have any more resources, so I go to 17. And then he's hoping to opt a bottom. He went bottoms all the way around, so he's going to pitch a blue and hope to find Aether Wildfire here. Or Blazing Ether, I mean. And now he has 2 1-costers and he's dead. Even if he hits it there, it doesn't matter. We still get him. We still get him even if he has it there. Okay. Alright. So Spellphrase working into Kano. Now, it feels like our opponent might have been a new Kano player. They might be an experienced Kano player, and they might have just been in a really bad spot. I'm honestly not sure. So we're playing Kodachi Fi. I'm tired of copying because I don't want to have to go. I don't want to have to copy that again. We went second. We got the win. AB1 and Spell Void 2 are insane. Opponent had a weak combo turn. We put their back against the wall with Art of War. All right, cool. Okay, so far I have played 17 games with this Kodachi Fi deck that I'm currently working on, and through 17 games I'm 16-1. That's like absolutely insane to think about, that like we're doing that well with the list. Like this list feels absolutely insane right now. Like it's felt really good. Like it felt really good. Like the last like it felt really good on Tuesday. Like I mean, man, if we keep running like this with Kodachi Fi, and I keep and like if I keep running like this with Kodachi Fi, and it does this well in like some of our like team testing over the next few weeks, then I mean we're pretty much just gonna lock that in for Cincinnati. Like, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you for sure one way or another, like, I have a lock for Cincinnati yet, because I definitely don't, like, I don't in any way, but hopefully we find a game. I was like, I know we will, but, like, it's kind of weird. Like, I've definitely, like, I like, come from playing Magic. When you play Magic Online, there are, like, queue times, and it does its best to find you a game, like, as quickly as possible. And now, like, there's just always people in Talishar. And so I'm, like, always so, like, I'm always, like, so impatient when it comes time to wait to find games on Talishar. I'm always like, nope, come on, like, find, like, where's my game instantaneously? I'm just going to bring in the 3 copies of Ancestral Empowerment here, and we're just going to run our stock equipment set of Kodachis, Mask of Momentum, Furnace, Shuko, and Snaps. Ah, they're on combo. Makes sense. Makes sense. I'm just going to go ahead and block 5 here. I think that's okay. And then we'll just block 4. Like, I don't want to take any damage on turn 0. The higher I can keep my life total against this combo deck, the better for me. Kodachi, Brand, Kodachi, Censor. Name Lumina. Think that's an okay line of play for us. It's just Kodachi, Brand, Kodachi. I mean, they're not blocking, which makes me think that maybe they actually have combo rolled up here, which would be crazy if they did. I'm just going to throw 5. I'm just going to see what they do. Okay, so maybe they didn't have combo. Maybe I got in my head a little bit there because they didn't want to block 1s. That is very possible. But I am setting up a pretty good hand for next turn. Yeah, I have no interest in blocking this card. I'm more than happy to just take 4 here and then let one of their sabers put me to 33. Ooh, Bolt of Courage for 4 is pretty good, actually. My hand's still too good. Like, my hand is just too good. Like, we have the hand we want right here, so I'm just gonna take this hand here. I'm gonna pitch the Stab Wound here. It might be correct to pitch the Soul Bead Strike and try to play the Stab Wound here, but I honestly don't know. Let's see what we draw into. I mean, okay. We're gonna go buff and banish, and we're gonna banish the Soul Bead Strike. There's no world I'm just supposed to play this, right, and banish a stab wound. Like, no world, right? It's just better to set up the next... It's just better to set up the next Art of War. Because this is now Banish Blaze Headlong, Kadachi, Headlong into Phoenix Flame, into Arsenal. Yeah, this is just the correct line of play. I'm overthinking. I'm like... Now. No, it's still better. Don't be greedy, Zach. I just... If I go for the Art of War play here, I'm just being like greedy, and I just don't need to be. I don't need to be greedy in this moment. Like, I can be patient right here, Arsenal the other Art of War, and just kind of wait and set up, because our Blaze Headlong is going to be for 5, which means they'll probably give us a card from hand and the Courage here if I had to guess. Which means if they're going to throw a CNC at us to disrupt our Art of War, they would have had to have Arsenaled it this past turn. That's the only way they can actually throw it. Or maybe they've just fully fell off the wagon here and they're just going to give us the mask. I doubt it. There's probably a sink below. Okay, so they still could have the CNC. If they do have the CNC, they drew it right there, because I don't think they would have actually... I don't think they would have like shipped away the CNC right there. Or maybe I guess they could have had red CNC and then shipped away the red to try and find a better card to actually play the CNC with. Again, I think this is fine. We're just going to hope that this is a blue off the top right here, which it very well could be. I could have also just went Rabble and Ronin right there, and to like play the Empowerment to try and like draw a card off the mask on Chainlink 4, which would, or on Chainlink 3, which would have been pretty good. And I could have saved my Art of War for another turn. I don't have to play my Art of War this turn. If I draw like another red 0, I can always just go like, I can just start spamming 0 for 4s here at this point. Like, that can always be my turn. That's a perfectly fine turn. Let's play the Empowerment. Yeah, I mean, like, again, like this is a great hand. Like, resources, never heard of them. And a red on top. Ah, bang, 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 bang. Let's go. We never didn't have it, boys. We never didn't have it. Kind of wish that we had some Draconic Chainlink so that I could go get the Phoenix Flame here, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers and all that. Oh, this is combo turn. They have combo. Which is crazy. Because, like, I'm just going to try and keep my cards. Which I don't think is correct in any fashion here. Funny part is, like, Warmonger's Diplomacy is actually really good against this deck. Against the combo Bolton deck. Maybe I'm supposed to be like trying to like actively play more copies of Warmonger's Diplomacy. Goes into your hero's soul. Yep, that's fine. That's not a... Yep, here it is. There's a combo. There it is. So it didn't matter what I blocked with. I was still taking 6. I don't know what's happening. The cards are moving way too fast here. So I'm going to say no blocks like I just did. He's going to banish 2 cards to give +2. He's going to go get Illumina. Okay, brother. Like, I don't care what you're doing, but make up your mind one way or another, Chief. Courage of Blade Hold. Illumina. Huh. Alright then. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So blocking 4 puts me to 3. And then I get to have my really good hand here. I mean... So there's no way for me to like stop the combo here, right? They give go again on this one, and then technically... So if I block... Yeah, so Sue, I was thinking the same thing. When I test Fi the first 5 games, I feel like a god, then the consistency hits. Ooh, that's interesting, D. Do you not have a lot of consistency when you play Fi? Like, genuine question, because I feel like the Fi list I have is uber consistent. So if I block Diplomacy... So the problem with just, like, blocking here, Sue, is that these all get pumped up. And so when I have to give up my mask to stop this here. I have to give up my mask to stop this here. Because if I block Rising Resentment and Salt and Wound, this gets pumped to 5. And then when he comes in again, I block with Diplomacy, Snatch, and it gets buffed to 6 is the problem. I mean, if I block 5 and then block 5, throw Snatch. So I guess I have to block 7. But I get to stop his turn. Now I do not have my mask anymore. Did they just concede? I don't think my opponent should have conceded right there. I do not think my opponent should have conceded right there. I have no mask. I have 1 point on Furnace left. I guess he's thinking I'm just going to value him out from there. I mean, my hand was pretty good. But I don't know. You don't think they ever win in that spot? So I don't know enough about Combo Bolton. I'm just going to be honest. Like, I don't know a ton about Combo Bolton. Like, I know enough to, like, try and stay alive and, like, not die. But like I don't know a ton about Combo Bolton, so like I can't just sit here and say for certainty like, oh, like what would have happened. But I mean, but like if you say that with a lot of confidence, Sue, so I'm gonna take your word for it. I'm gonna take your word for it there that you don't think they win in that spot if we block out. So I do think blocking was the correct decision. Whether my opponent conceded or not, I do think that they are a combo-based deck and that us blocking to stop their combo there was the correct decision. Carly gifted me a sub earlier. That's so nice, but also... oh, throwback to last night's short. Look at Ben. Yeah, dude, Carly gifted 5 subs earlier. Dude, she's the best. She is the absolute positive the best. The absolute best. The deck is just way below rate after you do your pop-off, so I don't think they have any chance. I mean, that's fair. They're setting up their deck to be like a heavy combo deck. So, I mean, like after they do their combo, like they're just kind of like feeling lackluster after that. That actually makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Hashtag Barley, best Carly. Absolutely, Ben. Absolutely. You should play Prism. So I played Prism when Prism first came out. I'll probably play Prism in the coming weeks, probably. At some point, like there'll probably be like a one-off stream where I play Prism a little bit, like looking at the new heroes, trying to like test some of the new heroes, some of the new weapons and stuff. I want to wait and see the rest of the cards, Caleb, before I actually start like looking into like playing any of. Excuse me. Before I actually start like building decks or trying to play anything new, but I'll probably play Prism in some of the weeks leading up to Heavy Hitters. So I know you're a big Prism fan, man. You can hang on for that. That'll come around, I promise. He didn't get any healing or get a lot of souls, so they can't even use like Cataclysm afterwards. I hope Prism is good. Prism is so fun. I mean, yeah, like him not being able to throw like a 0 for 7 with Go Again at us. Like I would say Cataclysm's one of his best non-combo cards for sure. I mean, like a 0 for 7 with Go Against just insanely above rate anyway, so yeah, Prism is a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed the new Prism a lot, like playing her. She just seemed like so like mid when she first got printed, but I'm a firm believer that there's a reason she has 32 life in a format where most heroes start with 40. Like she's able to do some pretty broken stuff. So like the new Prism is going to be really good. I think the new weapon helped her out a lot, and I understand that, Wall. Looking forward to it. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Prism quite a bit. I think it's going to be fun to like test and like really like play and see how it goes. Bop 'em, Ben. That's right. The OG Bop 'em emote is back. Okay. I have had to big hydrate like 3 times tonight. I have to use the bathroom again. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry, but I have to use the bathroom again. So again, we're gonna take like a 2-minute break here. I'm gonna fill up my water and I'll be right back, guys. Ah, wrong thing. Ayo, I'm back. Oh, I missed a follow. Ninja Puffin 1. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Did we play a game earlier? I feel like I saw somebody with Puffin in their name earlier, because when I was playing, I literally made a comment and said I've never seen that word before, but I like that name. So was that you? Did we play a game earlier? That would be funny if we did. But either way, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you being in the chat on Twitch. And I appreciate the follow. Tell me about yourself, man. The 2 questions I ask everybody that joined the chat that follows. The 2 questions are: what got you into Flesh and Blood, and what's your favorite hot dog toppings? That's become a new staple of the chat. We're gonna try the same thing we did earlier. I don't know if it's correct. We played 63 cards, but I don't know. It worked out earlier, but I don't know if it should have. So we're going to try it again and see if it was just luck or if we need to cut Art of Wars if we're going to try this game plan here. I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Let's try cutting Art of Wars and just play 60 and see what happens. I think that's a better play. Ben with a big hydrate. Oh my God. Why are you all doing this to me? Please. He's just a boy. I love that meme. Ben, are you happy? After I die. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm in danger. Oh. I mean, I guess it could be worse here. Oh, all right. So I'm going to go to 36, maybe 34. Oh, boy. Oh, 07? What do you mean, Sue? 07 what? 42,000 points for hydrate. 42,000 points. Take one down, pass it around. 41,800 points for hydrate. God, Ben's just trying to make my life miserable over here. He's like, you will suffer. You will know pain. So I'm just gonna go Kadachi brand here and see if they're gonna like block the mask hit on the brand here. We could have alternatively went Kadachi brand into Bittering Thorns to see what they did. They just decided to give us mask. Their hand must be absolutely insane right here. And I do mean absolutely insane. So I'm actually just going to snap, and I'm going to throw the other Lava Burst here because we're going to get value off of Shuko this way. This is actually like a really good turn for us. We get to put our opponent to 24. So 16-point turn, and we get the Arsenal here because they gave us the mask. Now, we're only up 10 points, so they can have a very good hand and punish us right here. In fact, Red in the Ledger would do exactly that. If they do have a Red in the Ledger, and they like put a bunch of puffs on it, I'm just going to block with everything. I was playing a game, and I swear to God, I thought my character was dying, but it was you gulping. Oh, Drew, that's amazing. Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh man, classic 3579. I mean, take 7, go to 27. I don't really see us doing anything else here. Like, I think I want to keep my Arsenal card and just try to have a big turn here. I think that's all I can do. Your belly is going to be sloshing around so much. Oh, 100%. Like, it's just going like I'm literally going to sound like a walking like thing of water here in a little bit. Like I will have drank so much water. It's gonna be crazy. Crazy. Eee! For anybody who doesn't know, when Carly plays like shooter games like Fortnite or like Battle Royale Fortnite, or when she's playing Call of Duty and she like panics, she literally, like when we first started playing Call of Duty, she would panic and she would shoot every single thing but the person in front of her, and she would go, eee! the whole time she was doing it. And so that's how that became Crowley's command, because it's just so funny to me, like, to think about. Okay. I mean, they're just dominating a bunch of stuff. There's not really much we can do about it here. I'm going to block 3. I could give the Furnace here if I wanted to. I don't know, like... I guess it's forcing out. I mean, I guess technically if I have the Furnace, I could throw an extra 4 here. I'm forcing them to have the Rain Razors here. Okay. That was really underwhelming, honestly. Come on. Be there. Be there. Ugh. I don't have any water to drink. I'm out of... No agua. No agua. We're just going to go ahead and play the Censor here. I think Censor is actually really good. Take the Tempo would be a 1 for 5 here. Breaking Point would also be a 1 for 5 here. So Censor at least has text like this, which is kind of nice. Kind of like that. Well, 1 for 5 with some text here. Seems decent. Seems decent. Ooh. Our opponent blocks 6. Interesting. Would not have pegged them blocking 6 right there. It's a spicy meatball. So... Okay, I don't really think I care about this, if I'm being honest. Like, maybe I am supposed to care about this. Like, this is for 7. It's probably going to be for 10. Worst case scenario, it's for 13 for us, and that's just a big sag. This hand is actually insanely good, though, because we have Brand, Bittering Thorns, Rabble, into Command and Conquer, which is, like, insanely powerful. Again, I'm just going to take 7 here. I don't really see a reason to block. I was like, if they snap and Codex here, that's not great for us. They're going to put a counter on the Shuko. That makes sense because we already have a counter on the Furnace. Yeah. They're going to Codex and get a Drill Shot. And, okay. They already have the Ponder, I guess, so makes sense. So we'll just take 4, go to 16 here. Because they have double Ponder here. They're going to put another counter on the Furnace. I mean, I guess we get less value out of the Furnace than we did the Shuko. I probably would have just given a counter on the momentum there, honestly. I honestly might just leave the Bittering Thorns here until next turn. Remember when I said, oh yeah, that won't be a problem. The curse is over. We're not hitting blues on Rabbles anymore. It's okay, birdie. It's exactly how I feel right now. I feel like that video where it's like, does it make you angry? Yeah. It's exactly how I feel right now. Also, we haven't seen a sync or a freaking... like, how have we not seen one yet, bro? Like... 3, 6, 9, 11? I mean, block 11... They've pitched 2 Rain Razors, or they've pitched, that's the second Rain Razors they pitched, or maybe it's the first one. I mean... So block 5. Block 6, I'm sorry. Take 5. Go to 11. Pitch this to play the Bittering Thorns and then play Warmonger's Diplomacy. That's actually like, that's a pretty spicy line there. Pretty spicy line there. Raiders up 35-0, by the way. Oh my gosh, are you serious? That is definitely not something I had tonight. I had so if they're up 35-0, has Devontae Adams scored a touchdown? And I also had Devontae Adams scoring a touchdown, and I had Austin Eckler scoring a touchdown tonight. Was my parlay that I put together. Nothing crazy, just a little simple parlay tonight. Couple tutties, trying to pull in a little bit of money. Couple tutties. We'll see what happens though. They shuffled. Oh, they shuffled after the first pitch with knock. Yeah. You're right. You're right. So I'm really hoping that buys us some time here. The fact that they can't do anything here is absolutely amazing. Honestly, I think I just want to go Rising Blaze. I can't play the Warmonger's Diplomacy here, can I? I actually just can't play it. That's a big Sag. That's actually perfectly fine with me. Give me a card. Or your Tunic. You love to see it. You love to see it. Not even halftime? Oh gosh, it's not even halftime? Practically everybody but Adams has one. Of course. They call it gambling for a reason, right, Ben? They call it gambling for a reason. Oh, hey, we drew a sink below. I didn't know we still had those. That's crazy. Accurate statement? I mean, yeah. So, I think that's, sometimes, I look at some of the bets that I place on, football and basketball, and I'm like, how did I not hit there? You know? I'm like, how? What? In what world do I not hit right there? Ooh. They're getting red in the ledger, which means we're going to give Shuko and Sink below. We're going to discard the Soul Bead Strike. We're going to go... E-Strike, go again for 4. Take 2 cards out. Blaze Headlong for 4. Take 2 cards out. This is actually, insanely good. Oh, the drill shot on top is, even better for me? Bro, say less. I'm just gonna sink this to the bottom here because, it just doesn't matter. Two cards, please, sir. But yeah, every time I miss on one of my bets that are super I feel pretty likely to hit, I'm always just dang, okay, that sucks, you know. But then I'm always they call it gambling, it's gambling for a reason. I should definitely not be upset right now, but you know. Oh, and he doesn't have a resource. Let's go. He needed to hit a 0-coster there. Okay, well, the reinforces in the sinks appears to be working into Azalea, which is kind of surprising. I wasn't exactly picking that as my winning strategy into Azalea. But I mean, it seems to be doing pretty well so far. And I actually cut the Art of Wars that game. I don't know if that's correct or not, but cut AOW. Nope. Cut Art of War and double strike to bring in CNC, reinforce, and sink. Played very well still had 3 equipment block left. Now, it could just be that like we're playing against like our opponents are getting unlucky, or like maybe like our opponents like aren't taking like super optimal lines all the time, but I don't know, like we're playing super close games, and like it feels like it's like, I don't know, it feels like we're on the up and up here, like doing well, winning into this, so can't pretend I didn't need ya, and every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. And we went 8-0 on Tuesday, and now we're 8-1. Like, having like pretty good record so far. Like, I mean, maybe Fi, you know, is like, maybe Fi's in a lot better place than I thought when I was originally thinking about testing. I don't know. Like, I never thought Fi was in a bad spot, but like, it just didn't seem like maybe like Fi was like this crazy. But like, I mean, it's also Talishar games, so take it for what it's worth. I mean, let's see. Yeah, we're almost at 3 hours. We'll probably play one more. We'll get one more in, and just try to round out the night. Kind of talk about some of the changes that we made. So, like the changes that I added is on Tuesday night. I played 0. We're playing against Kano, so we want to go second again. We always want to go second into Kano. I was actually not playing any kind of like Spell Void or AB on Tuesday night, and we actually ended up beating a Kano somehow. I have no idea how he did, but it just worked out. So now I've added in the 2 Spell Fray equipments and Arcane Barrier 1 to try it out, and I really think it's helping. How's it hanging, Chief? Yo, what's up, Mordecai? How are you, buddy? I am doing well, brother. I'm doing well. It's Thursday. The work week is almost over, and it's been a busy one, so I'm ready for Friday to be here, brother. If I'm just being honest with you, man. How about you? You doing all right? You hanging in there through the week, man? Oh, a little Tome of Aetherwind here to start off the game. Is that a Threadbare tunic? Interesting. I wonder why you would play Threadbare tunic over Spellfire Cloak. I mean, this is good, but like, pretty sure this is like all he's doing this turn, so we take 4. So we'll just play our cards out here. Like, I think we'll just go Ronin, Brand, and to play the Censor here. We'll just try to run it out. Heard about that tech? Something about play on his own turn? Oh, really? So he can't combo me on his own turn because the Wildfire is only buffing during my turn. But, I mean, like, maybe there's, like, some, like, combo world here where, like, he's trying to, like, maybe there's, like, a new... I don't know, maybe there's, like, some new tech here. That's cool. D, what do you know about it? Like, is it a different deck list, D? Or is it, like, is it the same deck and they're just, like, trying to play more on their turn here? So... I mean, looking at combo cards, like, I guess we're just looking at Lesson in Lava. Could name Tome of Aetherwind, could name Ether Spindle. I think Ether Spindle is a worse card for me. Let's name Ether Spindle. That's a pretty good hand. This hand's not bad for sure. A Battle Hardened was just announced for our place next year. Too stoked. Oh, Mordecai, that's awesome, dude. That's great to hear. Where, dude, where at? I was like, I feel like I ask you this every single time I stream, but where at, man? It's Kano night? Yeah, Young, we played against Kano a few times tonight, man. I was like, we've hit Kano a few times tonight. Blue Voltic Bolt. Oh, is this like the fair Kano? Is this like the value Kano where they're just trying to like outvalue you over the course of the game and it's not like a real combo? Is that what this is? I mean, I guess technically, like, it still works in certain spots. Let's go buff power here for 7. I want to arsenal this E-Strike so that I can keep it for next turn. Oh, he is. He's on blue Ether Spindles as well. I think I heard somebody talking about this the other day. I think one of my teammates was talking about this the other day. They were just talking about, like, this deck in general, like this, like, super fair Kano. I think they were talking about it. Oh, Lesson in Lava scary. Let's see what they get. Okay. So let's lead on Bittering Thorns, and then we're going to play the Art of War. We're going to go buff and banish. We're just going to go get the Lava Burst. I mean, I guess technically, like, Lava Burst is 6. This is already hit. So, yeah, we're just going to get the Lava Burst and play it safe here because the Lava Burst is just always going to be 6 points. And I kind of like the Lava Burst here. I think that's a better play. In the Philippines? Oh, dude, that's awesome, man. It's so cool that you guys got a Battle Harden. I'm sure you and all your friends are like super excited, Mordecai, for the Battle Harden, man. That's really cool. I'm honestly, I'm just excited for the next like comp season to be here. I'm going to Battle Harden Cincinnati here in oh, a red. Let's go. We haven't hit reds a lot tonight. So I'm actually just really excited to get back into the competitive season and start playing some more. It's been a minute, so haven't played a lot recently. I think we're going to pitch the Snatch here. Just let him like opt a little bit here. PI has a pretty big scene. Do you mean the Philippines, Drew? Is that what you're asking? Because like, I think from what Mordecai's told me, I think that they have like a pretty good size scene. And if I remember him telling me, if I remember correctly, it's very possible I do not remember correctly. All right, having 2 resources left and just like being able to like really threaten lethal here. Oh, our opponent's just dead, right? We're going to go ahead and activate Phi. We'll throw the Kadachi. And then 7. Got him. At least I think we do anyway. We should have this one here. I mean, I guess activate Kano here out of desperation. Good game, opponent. We only had an 11 AVPT over 5 turns. I think that must have been the fair Kano deck I've been hearing about. I've been hearing about this fair Kano deck that's been floating around, and I think that was it. I think that might have been the one that I've been hearing about. Okay, so Kadachi Phi, Talishar, Kano, we went second. We got the win. Fair Kano deck. Not really combo oriented. Felt super safe all game with them trying to value race us. Like, that's the thing is, like, Kano can't just, like, keep one card like Oldham does and, like, win games. Like, they have to give you multiple cards, like every single turn. Like, they have to give you, like, 3 cards if they're going to block, like, to, like, try and block efficiently. Yeah, pretty big. I think we have a record for the biggest skirmish with 76 players. Wow, dude, a 76 player skirmish is crazy, bro. That's like actually wild. That's a lot of people to skirmish, man. I think I went to a 14 person skirmish and an 8-person skirmish. there was not a lot of people at the skirmishes I went to. So okay, so before we call it a night tonight, I kind of want to talk about the FI deck a little bit and like where my head's at and kind of get your all's thoughts on what you all think here. So Censor is like the main card that we're testing here. And every single time I went to play it in my head, I'm thinking, okay, would this card be good as Censor? Like, would this card be best served as Censor, Breaking Point, or would this best be served as Take the Tempo? Those are the 3 cards that I'm kind of deliberating on right now. And I gotta be honest, like, looking at the situations, like, Censor feels pretty good. Because every time, like, there have been times that, like, there was one time tonight that I blocked 5 or 6, and then I went Kodachi, Censor. And I think that Censor is really good into Brute. Because if they're trying to hang on to a BRB turn, like, it's just absolutely insane. Like, they just can't really, like, do anything. Like, I don't know. Like, it just feels, like, absolutely insane. Like, I don't know. Censor feels really good into Brute. Have you considered Bleed Out? Because that would be an option, too. I actually really like Bleed Out. Bleed Out is actually a really cool card. Is it a 2-block or a 3-block? Does anybody know? I can't remember. So it's a 2-block. Like, I really like Bleed Out because it can turn into a 0 for 4 pretty quickly. Like, which I think is like really good. I don't know. I really like. I like Bleed Out as a card. I don't know if it fits here. Like, I feel like we might, like, I like the go again aspect. Like, we're giving up a point of damage and some potential. We're gaining resources potentially and also losing resources potentially. So, I don't know. That's an interesting one to think about. We're also losing a power of attack here. We're losing a power of attack and we're losing a power of block to potentially have some cheaper resources. I don't know. Bleed Out seems like it might be a less consistent card in this deck, like in our deck specifically. It could be something to try though. So I guess moving forward, let's start looking at the Censor every time we play the Censor. Because I'll try to stream this weekend some. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but I'm gonna try and stream this weekend some. But if I'm able to play the Censor, like we'll start judging if it's better to be Censor, Breaking Point, Take the Tempo, or if it'd be better served as Bleed Out. We can start like judging that assessment and see how that looks and like kind of come up with that over time. I'm also playing some games off camera to like try and test the deck a little bit and see how it feels. So I'll keep that in mind when I'm playing those games, and I'll kind of like make some notes on that, and I'll bring those back I'll bring those games back. I'll bring those results back, and like we'll talk about that a little bit next time I stream, so that I'll have it. So I think Bleed Out makes your Snatch hands a bit better, to be honest. So the hands where I have Censor like and Snatch in a hand, you're right. Bleed Out is a lot better because it allows me to go Kodachi, Bleed Out as a 0 for 4, then throw a Snatch, which is really good. So that definitely makes that a lot better. Yeah, that does make those hands a lot better, and it also adds more go again to the list. And I would say that like there's a pretty high chance that like one of our Kodachis is going to hit. So it's pretty much always going to be a 1 for 4 unless we're at the end of the game where the game's almost over. And then at that point, if our opponent's at 1, 4 is a break point, so it's good enough anyway. No, back just for you to be done. Yeah, sorry, Trent. We've been going for about 3 hours, man. Went 9-1 tonight. Changed the list up a little bit. And we had some pretty good results tonight in Decano, so the deck felt really good. The deck feels like it's really humming right now. But yeah, so okay, so I like the idea for that, Drew, though, to be able to like run Bleed Out. I like the idea of considering net card. That's something I'm gonna have to start considering. Guess I'll have to watch the VOD tomorrow. I mean, dude, nothing wrong with that. I go back and watch a lot of my VODs, honestly, just so I can like kind of review the games and like kind of like think about how I played and maybe how I could have played better in certain spots. Brought that AB this time. So I'm running AB1 and I'm running Spell Void 2. I'm running Spell Fray Cloak and I'm running Spell Fray Gloves to like try and combat combo Kano, which I think is like like we went 3-0 into Kano tonight. Now one of the Kanos was like a weird fair value Kano, which felt really weird, but anyway, it was working out tonight. So all right. Well, guys, thanks so much for watching tonight. I appreciate you guys being a part of the stream and helping me make decisions and just, all the follows and subscribers, everywhere. I appreciate all the love, guys. The chat's awesome. You guys are amazing. You guys make streaming so much more fun. If you guys are hanging out on Twitch, I'm going to see if there's anybody else streaming. We'll find somebody to raid. And if not, I will see you guys this weekend. Have a good Friday, guys.